Hello, Captains. This is Kent again, and welcome to the Flight Show. So, I know it's been a while since I've been able to post. Actually, I had tried at several attempts at videos, and something went wrong, and I just had to kind of trash the idea. Plus, I have been working my butt off with a bazillion things, and just really have had a lot of work to do that kind of took me away. But I'm just taking a little bit of a break from work to try to video this and see if we can get something in. Because while I'm flying, while it's on autopilot, I can be working. So we're going to see if we can get this off. Now, this is partially on my regional series. I am really departing on a flight that's part of my pilot's life. As you know, I fly for Delta on pilot's life. But as I promised, I would be doing these regions that are not normally filmed, or at least I don't feel get a lot of attention. And one of the areas that I promised I'd be doing is Oceania. Well, this is on my schedule of flying to Hawaii, which is part of Oceania. So though I'm leaving the North American coast, we are going to the Honolulu for our flight. So I thought that that was within reason of our regional series. So I really wanted to do something in South America, but there's an airport that I want to purchase first, because I don't think you all, unless you're in South America and know this region very well, this is going to be a nice little treat, because it's going to be something that I don't think a lot of people are very familiar with. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this flight underway. We're going to go ahead and use FS Crew to assist us. So let me get that going. You see this over here, but I'm going to have to shrink it. It'll be off screen. You won't necessarily see it because, as you know, I fly off of 3 screens. I should just fly off of 1, but I just love the panoramics, if you will, of the full cockpit. So, alright, well, we have now started it up. The first officer is coming in, and I think what we will also do is, while we're getting the... I'm going to try to be very quick about this, but we'll get the GSX in here in just a second. But in the meantime, let's do some of the things in our flow. So we got to make sure that the battery is on. Okay, we got the battery on, and our external power is available, so let's go ahead and get that going. We just need to do our checks. So the high drop pumps are off, alternator flaps are off, landing gear is down, and establish electrical connection and power, which we have done, and make sure the nav lights are on. They know we're in the cockpit. Excellent. Safety checklist, please. So let's just make sure our audio, we are set to voice. I'm just checking our configuration just to make sure. Yeah, everything looks good, so I'll say that again. And we got this, our audio, I think our mic should be working well. Yeah, okay. Safety checklist.
Safety checklist.
And they're going through that, so we will go ahead and get our fuel put in.
Safety checklist complete.
Great. So let's see, 54702. We'll get that posted. 154. Did I put that in right? 154702. Yeah, guess that's right. Yeah, great. So now that that's done, let's go ahead and put in our payload. Our zero fuel weight is going to be 539.2. That's good. So we're pretty much done here for the moment. Now we can get to our flight plan, and I actually did get this flight plan from FlightAware, so this is an actual flight plan, except they were flying a 757. I know they don't operate the 747, but, you know, this is one of my best study level aircraft right now, so that's what we're rolling with. Okay, so with our navs, put that in here. Let me get a little closer. There we go. We're taking off from KSEA. Excellent. Let's get to our route. Alright, so we have our flight plan KSEA to PHNL 01. So PHNL. Load it. Invalid database. Did I spell it right? KSEA PHNL. Okay, is it saved under something that I don't know about? Let's take a quick look here. Boom. Oh, yes, it's 02. Alright, my bad. My bad. Back one off of those. I don't know when else I did this flight, but whatever. Okay, and let me take a quick hot look at my... oh yeah, let me go ahead and tell this to start before I take off and forget. And this is all for a wash. So this is our flight number is 2215. So Delta Airlines 2215. So flight number. Actually, great. Now let's do our departure. We will be departing out of 34 right. So 34 left. Of course, it'd be one over, so I'd have to do that. All right, and let's see. Our SID is this, and our transition is going to be HQM. Excellent. Now our arrival, we'll go ahead and put this in. We don't expect a change in the weather, though anything is possible. We're going to do... hold on. We'll just look, because I'm not using what they originally... Oh, that's right. I'm doing 08 left. 08 left. And our star is Cana 2. And our transition, Ziggy. Where are you, Zig? There you are. Alright. I don't think we need anything else. Activate. Now let's just take a look at our legs, see if we have any discontinuities. Oh, we got one right there. We'll close that up. Alright, we're good. Alright, continuing on. 0 fuel weight. And we're going to ask for 5,000 pounds, not dollars, reserve with a cost index of 40, and our cruising altitude will be, I think it's 34, yeah, 34,000 feet. I thought it was 36 actually, but it's 34. And then we'll do a D-rated takeoff. We're getting through this. And let's see, our runway length is, it's a long runway actually. Yeah, it's 11,000. So put in 11,000 there. And our center of gravity. And we'll be using flaps 10. So now we got our V speeds. Excellent. Now, I tell you what, in the interest of time, let's just not do GSX. Let's just say everybody is on board and we're going to fast forward and get out of here. Like I said, I need to get this in the air because I got so much work to do. It's not even funny. All right,
I'm out for the walk around.
Okay, you do the walk around, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you back. Time acceleration, and you're going to be back from your walk around. Just like that.
I'm back from the walk around, and no problems.
That's wonderful. We're going to keep going. You do all your flows. Okay, so he's doing flows now. I can't advance it past the flows, so you do that while I do other things. All right, so put this on RTO. We're going to go ahead and turn on our seatbelts as they're getting on the plane. Let's set this up. Auto cruise. You will pause at top of descent. Excellent. That all looks good. All right. Alright, I'm going to bring you back in when it's time for us to boogie. Okay, so they just brought us our fuel slip. We're going to be almost ready. They're already boarding, so I'm decreasing time even more. Fact.
Happy to turn on the APU.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
welcome on board today. You will keep
Turn
your
on the
mind-
APU.
Starting the APU. Starting the APU. Here's the load sheet for you.
Provide more room for larger
Great.
items in our overhead
So let's do our brief.
If you need assistance, contact
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust, planning a flaps 20 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. As for the safety brief, if I decide to stop the takeoff, I will call stop. You will monitor my actions and call any omissions. I will close the thrust levers, raise the speed brakes, and apply maximum symmetrical reverse thrust consistent with the conditions. You will nominate the symmetrical pair if appropriate. I will utilize the RTO function of the auto brakes. If you call auto brakes, I will apply maximum manual braking. You will note the speed and notify ATC. I will bring the aircraft to a complete stop before calling for the appropriate QRH checklist. If I continue the takeoff, I will call go. With the gear selected up and safely established in the climb, you will restate the failure. I will fly the aircraft, engage in autopilot, and call for the appropriate checklist when safely established in the climb. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we're okay to make an immediate return. Okay, all going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Flight directors are on, mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. NOTAMs and aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Before start procedure.
Are we cleared to pressurize?
Cockpit to ground. Oh, hold on. Cockpit to ground. Or is it this one? Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Can we pressurize the hydraulics?
Roger. You're clear to pressurize the hydraulics.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, the passengers are seated.
Thanks. It'll be a short taxi.
Thanks. See you up there.
Alright. I'll be on cruise. We'll be ready for our checklist in just a second. Why is that door still open? I just said close everything. Thank you for pointing that out.
We've got a door open.
See, I thanked him even before he had a chance to tell me. Close that dang door. Heck is y'all's problem? There we go.
I'm ready for the checklist.
Is the APU on? Yes, the APU is running. So we can go ahead and wait, huh? Oh yeah, the external power has been removed, so we're fine. Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist, to the line. Oxygen masks.
On. Oh, set. Set.
Set. Altimeters.
2992. Set.
Cross-checked. Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Parking brake.
On. Set. Set.
Passenger signs.
On and on.
Briefing.
Stated.
Stated. Before start checklist to the line complete. Awaiting start.
Before start checklist below the line.
Below the line. Takeoff data. MCP.
Checked and set.
Demand pumps.
Augs and auto.
Fuel load. Cross feeds and pumps.
Checked and set.
Packs.
2 and 3.
Trims.
hold on. You're off. You're on. Yes. Let's see. .9 units, 0 and 0. 5.9 units, 0 and 0. 5.9 set, 0 and 0. Still, I know what to say. 5.9 units set, 0 and 0. 5.9 units set, 0 and 0. Set and check.
Doors.
Oh, you
Beacon.
finally listened to me. Both. Both.
Transponder TCAS.
Code checked, standby.
Before start checklist complete.
All right. We're going to use Ultimate Ground Crew. If it doesn't listen, then I'll just go ahead and do it hand command, with my mouse.
Ground to flight deck.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, this ain't happening.
Communication check, please, and confirm that the brakes are set.
Communications are good, and the brakes are set.
Thanks.
Okay. I'm just positioning my thing, don't mind me.
Go ahead, flight deck.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, cockpit.
We are ready for pushback and engine start facing west.
Check.
Roger, facing west. Release brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, commencing pushback.
I'm adding a new view here. Don't mind me. I call this view Tug.
Go ahead, flight deck.
Nothing. Don't mind me. Just glad you're actually listening to me now.
Go ahead, flight deck. You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Engine start sequence is 4 and 3, 2, 1. Start sequence is 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check.
Start engines 4 and 3.
Starting 4 and 3.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest
Pushback
exit
complete.
may be
Set parking
behind
brakes,
you.
please.
Brakes are set.
Emergency lights will illuminate the aisle.
Roger.
The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen masks will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask.
Start
Place the
engines
elastic
2 and
mask
1.
around your head.
Starting 2 and 1.
Secure your own mask before assisting
Go ahead,
others.
cockpit.
Nothing.
Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear.
Pull up and remove
Thanks.
the cushion.
You can disconnect and go to hand
Contact
signals.
Place your arms around the cushion and hold on to the strap.
Thanks.
located
Have
on
a safe
the
flight.
back.
Thank you.
This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located above your seat.
After start
Thank you
actions.
for your attention.
Roger.
Flaps 10. Well, let me finish. Let him finish his actions.
Flaps 10.
He got to it. He's cool. After start checklist.
APU.
Off.
Demand pumps.
Auto.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Aft cargo heat.
On.
Packs.
Normal.
Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Ground equipment.
Cleared.
Cleared. ACMS QAR on. After start checklist complete.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Flight controls. Check your controls. Flight controls. Check your controls. Oh, there you go.
Fully left. Neutral. Flaps 10. Green. Fully right. Neutral. Fully down. Neutral. Fully up. Neutral. Waiting to follow your rudders. Fully left. Neutral. Fully right. Neutral.
All right. We will taxi. Signal the cabin crew. I may have been a little premature with that, but you know what? We're just going to roll with it. Now, I would like you to notice how smooth this frame rate is. And I think I have finally got it together. And what I am really enjoying about Prepar3D is I didn't have to do anything in the config file. Everything that I really needed to do to get this to work, the actions had to really take place in Nvidia's control panel. But what they don't tell you, and I've gotten quite a few tips, a lot of the things that you'll see in the forums or whatever, they'll say, well, do this, do that, do the other. Nothing seemed like it worked until I realized I'm going to reboot my computer before I'll make these changes and then go into Prepared. No, I'm going to make these changes and I'm going to reboot my computer. And then things started working. And even then, it was like, okay, I'd see just a little bit of microstutter or something like that, and I'd go, well, I did everything they did. I did everything they said. And it was still tons better than what I was getting. So I said, you know what? I'm going to leave the game and I'm going to come back in one more time. And when I came in, it was awesome. It was a thing of beauty. There is something, and I don't know if this is about everybody's computer, but so long I've been struggling, and it would have been working beautifully if I had made the changes, saved them, rebooted the computer, and gone back in the program. And so now, I just am somewhat in awe. And it really sucks because I would love to just be spending like 2 days straight filming and flying, but I got work to do. I have so much work to do. And I'm doing it. That's why you haven't seen me posting anything lately. But I just needed to give myself a little bit of a mental break. And like I said, while this is flying, I can be working on stuff. So, this is my little break. And I'll get back to work. Alright, we are second on the departure. You know, I want to say hello to, hello to my regulars out there. Really appreciate, you know, your suggestions for flights, just the dialogue about different things, airports, regions, even just, you know, you're saying the things about how you like hearing my commentary. I really appreciate those things, and thank you for supporting the channel. We are well on our way to reaching 3,000 subscribers, which is insane, considering, you know, I just felt it was such a goal to get to 1,000, and then it seemed almost, you know, in under a year we got to 2,000, and now here we are in 6 months, I think, since then. We're I don't know, 2,300. I mean, wow. And I know this channel, in terms of followers, is modest compared to, you know, Q-Pilot, Frugal, Matt Davies. But you know what? Wouldn't trade you guys for the world, because I love our dialogue, I love your sincerity, and I love the things that you say about the content that I'm bringing you. So I just wanted to take another opportunity to just tell you thank you. Let's get this going while they're about to take off. Before takeoff, checklist to the line. Before takeoff, checklist to the line.
Before takeoff checklist, to the line. Flaps.
10 green.
Flight controls, checked. Stabilizer trim, 6.0 units, set. Departure, data and clearance.
Confirm, no flags.
Confirmed, no flags. Cabin, ready, holding at the line.
Runway entry procedure.
Check. I'm ready to go.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Before takeoff, checklist below the line.
Below the line. Lights, strobes, on. Weather radar, terrain, set. Before takeoff checklist complete.
And yes, to Marcus, Adam Pestridge, United Pilot. I'm trying to do these from memory, but there's so many. But I definitely wanted to say thank you to the newer people on the channel. I have not memorized your names yet, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, take off.
Airspeed alive.
Take off.
Check. Power set. 80 knots.
I hope y'all are seeing how smooth this is.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Flaps 5.
Speed checked. Flaps 5. Flaps 5. Green.
OMG. Look how smooth this is. No more of me saying, well, it's smooth, and then you're saying, what are you talking about? That is not smooth. Where are those micro stutters? No. We have fought, and we have fought, and we have fought, and we have conquered it. This is amazing. And I'm not too proud to say it. This is Lots of hard work, humility, and suggestions from people who have taken a vested interest in the channel and myself, for whom I am completely grateful. And by the way, shout out Adam Pestridge on your new gig. You're reviewing games, and particularly the flight simulator add-ons and third-party software for SimMarket. Congratulations to you. That's huge. Just goes to show quality shows that you've been doing and reviews for programs, and I just could not be happier for you. That wasn't supposed to be a secret, was it? Oh. Well, you didn't say it. That was my bad if it was. I'm just proud of you. All right. So we are flying out of here. Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Like when I'm telling you how just in
Check.
awe I am at these frame rates, I mean, it's just never been this smooth. It seemed like it was the Holy Grail. You have no idea. Once I get some of this back work in, the videos that I'm about to be posting. Insane.
Flaps up.
Not 62, you stay there at 250. I cannot wait to be going into some of these rural airports in South America. The small airports with turboprops in Japan. And I'm still figuring out some of the things I want to do with the African continent. Oh my gosh. You want to know how much I'm enjoying this? I'm actually flying it to 10,000 feet. Have you noticed? After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear up and off. Flaps up. Anti-ice off. After takeoff checklist complete.
This is a thing of beauty. Select left autopilot in command.
Left autopilot command.
Okay, I know what I gotta do for this. I think they can hold steady while I go to menu. I don't know why it doesn't say this.
Are you happy to release the cabin crew?
Yes. Options, simulation, realistic autopilot. Or maybe that should be off. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're 11,000 feet. We'll go ahead and let the computer control the thrust. Okay, so we'll do a quick look around because even I want to see this.
Set 2, Niner, 2.
Oh my gosh. absolutely amazing. It's like I'm having a new flight simulator all over again. And with these new True Sky clouds at these frame rates, with mesh, Orbx Global, all of that going at once, active sky rolling. We do have active sky on, don't we? Huh? No. Well, you know what we're gonna do? Since I planned it using, because you know PFDX was using Active Sky's database for the weather, we'll just go ahead and turn it on now. I thought I had it on. Better late than never. It's not going to change anything because the things were planned based on that weather in the first place. Where is it? Here we go. Active Sky. Let's load the flight plan. Documents, there we go. Let's see the flight plan. Come on, hurry up. Alright, flight plan is loaded. Are we locked onto the aircraft? Locked onto the aircraft. Good to go. Alright. Yeah, I'm just... even more clouds. Even better. Alright. I've had a very stressful day, and this is just really just gratifying. So, forgive me. Alright, I will bring you back when we are further along in our flight. Okay, so we're still less than halfway to Honolulu. We're well out over the Pacific. No turning back now. But things are looking good. Clear skies. Nothing too exciting going on. So we're just cruising along. Loving it. Absolutely. Alright. See you in a little bit. Okay, we're at just about to be at top of descent, as you can see. So I am adjusting the proper altitude. We're a little behind the 8 ball. I took a nap while it was auto flying to where it needed to be.
Flight level 27 set. Checked.
Okay, so that's ready to descend.
Set 2, Niner, 2. Check.
Let's see here. We're setting our final approach fixed altitude, 2,700 feet. Our minimums is 200 feet, and our missed approach altitude is 5,000. Auto brake will be 2. Flaps 30. All
Check
right.
the flap speed.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, compliant with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. VREF is 148. Final approach fixed altitude is 2700 feet. Decision altitude is 200 feet. Missed approach altitude is 5000 feet. We'll use auto brake level 2. Taxi route will be assigned as ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Check.
Okay, so we've had our approach brief, and we are now descending into Honolulu. So let's go ahead and knock out our checklist.
Check. Auto brakes. Auto brake disarm. Passenger signs. On and auto. Map integrity.
Let's start again.
Okay.
Let's see here. Just getting to the proper place. Descent approach checklist, please.
Descent approach checklist to transition. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Safety altitude.
Checked.
Checked. Minima.
Set.
Set. VREF.
Set.
Set. Auto brakes. Auto brake off. Passenger signs. On and auto. Map integrity.
Checked.
Checked. Holding at transition.
Alright, let's go ahead and get that auto brake set. Okay, we got it at 2. Okay, so everything is looking good. I mean,
Descent approach checklist complete.
I didn't say anything to you. Alright, whatever.
Checked.
This dude. Alright, we got him on mute. Let's just take a look around. Now, the true test of whether I've really gotten my stuff together is when we get near the airport that we don't have a drop in frame rates. So long as we do not, it'll be a testimony to us really working out, the settings. So I'm actually quite excited. Alright, so let me put my EFB. Now, I'm not saying the one that you'd see in the Dash 8. I'm talking about my Avlasoft EFB over here. Just want to track where we are. Keep an eye on things. Alright, I will bring you back when we get just a wee bit closer. Okay, we've reached transitions. Altimeters transition set Q and H. Oops, I forgot I was on hard mute. Altimeters transition set Q and H.
3009er set. Cross check passing. 15,200. Descending. 2,700.
Alright, we are about to descend into the clouds. 3009. Set and cross-check.
Set 3009er.
Descent approach checklist complete. Okay, now as you can see, this path, what it's going to do, this is basically Hawaii in this region.
Checked.
And we will be coming around the backside for lining up with runway 8
Check.
left.
Check.
Ah, look. What emerges from the clouds? You know, as I peer through the clouds, I think I am starting to see some sort of elevation distortion. I hope not, but we will find out. Alright, I'm putting on our speed brake so that we can get down to 240. Descending 10,000. So everything seems to be looking good. My concerns may have been premature. Ref, let me see here. Is 148. Select altitude, intervene. Select speed, intervene. Set speed 210.
Please see the customer service agent via this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information.
Speed 210. Set.
We'll now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices, stow these devices, and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables, return your seats to their upright
Glide slope alive.
We're a little high.
Checked.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 1. Green. Speed checked. Flaps 5.
Oh, it's looking beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see what my concern was. It looks like
Flaps
there's a wall
5.
of water
Green.
over there. Set speed 180. Gear down.
Gear down. Check. Speed 180. Set.
Set speed 170.
Speed 170. Set.
Okay, we have some turbulence.
Flaps 30. Green.
Set speed 160. Arm approach. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Speed brakes.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Cabin ready. Missed approach altitude set. Flaps.
Flaps 30. 30 green.
Landing checklist complete.
Okay, runway in sight. Flaps 30.
$2,500. 2,500. Radio altimeter alive.
Set speed 143.
Speed 143 set.
I have no idea why the water has that wall way out there, but if anybody knows, let me know.
Check.
Oh wow, check it out. Golf course right down there. We are landing on Orbx's Honolulu, and this is FSFreamteam's Honolulu Airport. in case you wanted to know. Alright, time to take control of this and put her on the ground. My aircraft. Well, my initial reaction is frame rates are beautiful. No micro stutters. I think this is the smoothest my frame rates have been in the
1,000
history
feet.
of this flight simulator, unless I just like ran it with absolutely no graphics whatsoever. And as you can see, I'm running it pretty healthy in terms of autogen buildings and trees. Okay, I'm giving it some rudder, or drifting over to the right a bit. Now, I don't know. I haven't been to this airport since I've moved to Prepar3D V5, so I may have looked at it to see that it was installed okay, but I don't know what it's going to look like. So we're just gonna go with it. Okay, we got a little high. It's all right. We can recover from that. Oh yeah, this is fine. All right, approach is stable. Give it a little more rudder.
Approaching minimums. 50 above. Decide.
Continue.
100. 50.
Continue.
Check.
10.
Speed brakes up. Reversers normal. Auto brakes.
Manual braking.
80 knots. 60 knots. 50 knots ground speed.
We have done it. Okay, I think we're going to bring it into 28. We're gonna have to. Oh my gosh, even bringing in the GSX wasn't that big of a deal. Wow. I just don't even know how to act. After landing actions.
Want the APU on?
Yes.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
You know, if I didn't have so much work to do, I would even film another flight just to take in these frame rates. But there'll be plenty of time for that in the future. Right.
The APU is online.
Thank you. Just need to look and see our marshaller. Right here. Oh my gosh, I just don't even know how to act. I don't care what they say, we're stopping here. Now, I just cannot resist. We need to see how this plane landed. So let's do our replay.
Low terrain.
This is just actually a test run for what is to come. Now that I've got all this worked out, oh my gosh.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
Oh yeah. On point. I'm actually glad that I did that replay after we landed, because I forgot. It overheats my brakes because it treats it like that was an actual landing. And then my brakes would have been overheated by the time we got to the gate. Kind of the downside of using the PMDG aircraft for, replaying. I think I just have to not use auto brakes. Let's see here. Go ahead, operate jetway. Alright, they're doing their thing. We can go ahead and ask GSX to deboard. Alright, the ground crews are doing their thing, and the doors are opening on their own. Yeah, dude, you need to back up. Okay, so some scenery glitches. I gotta find out what's wrong with that water. That's fine. I will do that gladly. But ultimately, this has been a really good experiment. I'm looking forward to future endeavors as it pertains to upcoming flight videos, particularly in our regional series. So I'm actually very excited. Well, I appreciate you joining me for this flight. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you, enjoyed it. Have some comments, suggestions. I'll get that scenery, the water thing figured out. It's probably something between Orbx and GSX or maybe Black Marble. I don't know. I'll have to work on it. But thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the virtual skies.